Hi, everyone, and welcome to a new series. I'm thinking of starting a $25,000 options trading challenge. Many people have been following my 106 live trading videos for a while. I stopped doing those. My trades have gotten too big. It's hard for people to follow. People haven't been able to connect because it's like too much money. I think I'm bragging here a little bit, or the portfolio is too big. I withdrew a lot of my funds to buy more properties in Toronto. But I'm thinking of starting something different, something maybe people can follow, and I'm going to give you the rules now. So every month, I'm going to be hopefully posting a video on an update based on these rules. A $25,000 options trading challenge, mainly for beginners. I don't think you can make money reliably with less than this. I'm going to try to match or beat the market, I guess. Here are my rules. Only selling options, no buying. I'll only be using the US market because that's where all the money is, and there's no volume in the Canadian market. I don't see a point. I'm going to try to use 2 or 3 trades with my $25,000. I'm going to use different trades each time, so maybe you can learn a little bit. I'm going to be doing the Tasty Trade way, mainly for selling. There's the most amount of money to be made in the 45 days. That's the most amount of theta to decay. You can't make that much more when you go 60 days or 90 days. If you go that far, you might be better off buying because there's less decay. I'm going to take profit at either 75% profit or 14 days to expiration. Once you get to 14 days and under, there becomes more gamma in your trade instead of theta. So I'm going to try to reduce that. I know Tasty Trade does 50% profit, but it might be too much to manage. I'm going to try something a little different. I might have additional rules that I'll add on, but that is to be determined. So today it is February 5th. I'm on my Interactive Brokers account. So if I show you the holdings here, it's almost $25,000 US. I wasn't able to get it perfectly, so I'm a little overdraft on the Canadian funds here. My plan right now, if you look at the market, I like to sell puts on a red day and then maybe calls on a green day. There's not much cash to work with, so I'm going to try 2 strategies. I think I'll sell cash secured puts to run the wheel on Tesla, and I think I'll sell a credit spread on SPY, and I'll just try to find where I can make the most amount of money. So what I'm going to do just to choose my strike, as you can see, Tesla went down a good amount today, like 4.5%. I think if we sell something, this looks like 155 is the support. If we can find enough money to go there, I could do this. Rule, let's say 1.5% per month, which I think is attainable. So that should be like 18% a year, which can beat the average of SPY, which is 12%. SPY, or the market over the last year, went up 25%, which is very difficult to beat, but that can't happen every year, right? It's near all-time highs. So what I think I'm going to do is trade a little bit on SPY and a little bit on Tesla. So what you're going to do, if you're new to Interactive Brokers, I'll leave a link where you can follow or you can start an account. They have a paper trading account, so you don't have to do this live. You can play around with the money. You can set the amount you want. They'll give you up to $1 million, which is not realistic. So something more realistic is $25,000. So if you click on trade, you go to options chains, type in what you want. So let's start with Tesla on the NASDAQ. So what I like about Interactive Brokers, initially, it's not that intuitive. I know. Oh, sorry. Let me try to get a little more on the screen. It's not that intuitive, but bear with me. Hopefully we can walk through it. They tell you the days to expiration. So I'll be going March 22nd. If you can see it, it says 46 days. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit. So what we're going to do, I was looking around the 160, 155 mark. 155 at $3 doesn't seem to be enough. So if we go 3 divided by 155, oh wait, what am I doing? So let's say 2.5%. Let's say that's 1.9% for 45 days. If we were just to do that per month, that's 1.2. It might not be enough. We also should look at delta. We should do 20 or 15 delta if you want. So the 16 delta over here means 84% chance of success. But if we're going to run the wheel, maybe we want a little higher chance of getting assigned. So then we can turn around and sell covered calls on it. So I'm thinking a good balance of probability of success and premium might be the 160 mark. So let's say we make let's say 380 on this. So we'll make 380 with $16,000 in premium use. That's 2.3 for 45 days. If we were to do that monthly, that would be my target of 1.5 or 19% a year. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the sell side. Remember, you don't want to click on the buy because you'll be buying it. So you want to sell. And then here's your order. Just reiterate a few items. Sell. This is your break even. So it's 166 minus 375. Or what are they using? The midpoint. We go down, they should give a probability of success. They have a little chart, which I like that they show. They show the delta movement here. Let's see the theta decay, I guess. Do they have probability of success? It was here somewhere. Delta 20, so 80% chance of success. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click order. This is my quantity, my limit price. Let's try to get a good fill of 3.9. You kind of want to choose the midpoint, I guess. So let's go sell order. Hopefully it gets filled. Your order has been submitted. That's great. Done. Now, what this means, if you're new to trading, I am selling a cash secured put, meaning someone can force me to sell them 100 shares of Tesla at $160. And keep in mind, every contract is 100 shares. So one contract at $160 times 100. So I'll need $16,000 of cash. That's my max loss. I can lose this if Tesla goes to zero. Well, if you think about it, my max loss would be 15,610 because we have to subtract the premium that we made. Ideal scenario is, Tesla is 160.01 on that day, and then I'll make max profit. But if I get assigned, if it goes under, I have to have the cash someone can force me to buy. I'll own the shares, and then I can turn around and sell covered calls on it. Did it get filled? Order and trades. Sell. All right, we'll see what happens here. Next, I want to do, I'm thinking of maybe doing, if that was bullish on one side, maybe I'll go bearish on the other. So if you're selling a cash secured put, you indirectly want the market to go up. That's a bullish strategy. So maybe I'll sell a call credit spread on SPY. And let's say I'll do, if I used, so 25,000 minus the 16,000, I could do 2 contracts of like $4 wide, and then I'll have some left over, and I'll kind of explain that. Let's see what we could do. Maybe I'll do 1 or 2 contracts and then save a little bit for buffer. You don't want to use all your cash at once. So if we just want to go to the options chain, let's just take a look at SPY. Come on. I choose SPY because it's high volume. So if we go to the 46 days, and then we want, let's say we'll sell a 25 delta and then use 15 delta as support. If we look over here, the delta for the 45 days, I wonder if there's even money to be made. So the closest I can find is 510. And then let's use 515 as support. Is that? Yeah, we'll have to do that. $5 wide. So what we're doing here, if I have 515 to buy and then 510 I'm selling, so it's $5 per contract, so $100. I could sell a lot of these, to be honest. Let's say I'll sell 5 to give me $2,500 of risk. And then I'll use the remaining $6,500 I have as a buffer. Or maybe I'll film another video playing around with it. I haven't thought of this. I haven't thought through this too much clearly. So what I'm going to do, if we sell here, 22 delta, let's say, good chance of success. Let's see. It's never hit this high. So if you want to use support, SPY has the highest it's ever been was like 496. So you can't use charting, or maybe you can use, let's see. I don't know what kind of chart you're going to draw with this. It's just constantly going up. Look at this. From 409 to 490, regardless. Let me know if you want more basic videos. Like, sorry, I'm not in frame. I'm kind of making these videos, assume you have a little bit of knowledge of what delta means. So my break even is 510.91, but hopefully I can, probability of profit. Did it have this in the last one? I'll have to go back and see when I edit. So I'll be making 440 here. 440 with $2,500 in risk. That seems to be too good to be true. Am I looking at this incorrectly? If we were to do monthly, it's 11% per month. That does seem too good to be true, but let's use this and keep it rolling. I want to see, do they give us a nice little chart? I love when they have the charts out right here. Little theta decay, your delta movement. I like how Interactive Brokers had this all set up. So what we're going to do, I wonder where I'll put the square of my face, because I have to hide it. I usually do top right, but maybe I'll do bottom right. We'll see. So I'll click order. I wonder if my other one got filled. Not connected, communication error. What is happening? Let's try this again. There we go. Okay. So the quantity, sell 1. So you know what I'm wondering? When I do 5 here, and then I click order, why does it go back to 1? But that's fine. The limit price, you can choose the price you want. Obviously, you want the midpoint. I'm wondering if it'll give me what my price would be. To get this filled, I'm just going to go market. You don't always want to go market because you don't get the best price. But let's try this out. So I know this says buy, but it depends on, I know I'm buying a credit spread, which indirectly means selling. It's not always intuitive, but let's do it for now. So what I'm going to do, sell 1, even though I'm saying sell 5. So let's do this. I want it to get filled. I'm going to go back to see the other one. It was easy to place an order. Not really. Your order is pending. Come on, get filled. Here to tell you 0 out of 5. Where is my other one? Submitted, pending, submitted. Okay, I just modify. I want this to get filled. It's kind of frustrating. I want to get filmed for the video so you guys could see it. Sold. There we go. Pending. Why is this still pending? Regardless. Orders and trades. Let's go to my portfolio. Now you can see 1 Tesla here. Okay, so it did it for 380. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to track this maybe in an Excel somewhere. Obviously not in a Word document. So let's go Tesla 160 cash secured put for 380. And then SPY 5 call credit spreads, 510, 515 for 440. I'll make a prettier version of that so that we could see how much buying power is used. I'll compare it to the S&P 500, obviously. So in the year to date, it's gone up 4%, which is very hard to manage, but hopefully we could get a more realistic market returns or something going on in the market in the future. Like look in the last year, 20%. If we look from the bottom when it dropped, yeah, I guess it was 20% from 1 year to now, which is hard to replicate. Very hard to replicate. It was 27% if you managed to time it in March, which I don't think many people did. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to slowly monitor this just to make sure it gets filled. I don't know why it's still pending, but let me know if you want me to modify this, if you have any rules or clarifications that I should do. I did want to create something that people can replicate. $25,000 US is something that people can. I don't think you can trade or make money with anything less than that. It's just not, you just don't have enough options. Like if you had $16,000, you could play around with the cash secured puts. If you had $2,500, you could just start selling the covered call spread, the credit spreads. But You just want more money just to play around with, and then obviously not use all your buying power in case something happens and you hit max loss, so you can keep doing it. Thanks for watching. Let me know, give me some recommendations and then tune into the next one.